The Oscars were Sunday night, and The Shape of Water stole the show by winning 4 awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Dunkirk was a close second, winning 3 Oscars, including Best Film and Editing and Sound Mixing.
LeBron James is not only the talk of the sports world, but is now in the political spotlight as well. Our reporter Nick Custer has the story.
NBA star LeBron James is in the news again as he shared his thoughts on the current political controversies. Many people responded to his thoughts, including Laura Ingraham, a Fox News host, who is not too receptive of his comments. During a recent interview with ESPN anchor Kerry Champion, LeBron James and fellow NBA star Kevin Durant discussed the obstacles they face as being African-American public figures in today's America. James and Durant also discussed President Trump, and LeBron eventually states in the interview that he believes the president does not understand the people and that some of the president's comments are laughable and scary. Laura Ingraham, the Fox News host, did not agree with LeBron's comments and said that James was barely intelligible and ungrammatical in his interview. Ingram then advised LeBron to keep the political comments to yourself and shut up and dribble. With political controversies in the spotlight, I went out and asked OSU students whether or not they believe popular public figures should voice their political opinions. How do you feel about popular public figures voicing their opinions about politics and the president?
I think it's good. I think, if any of us can talk about it, I mean, why not them? And, there's a lot of young kids that look up to him, and I think, there's more to life than just sports. And, if people like LeBron be doing what they're doing, I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a pretty positive thing because they have a lot of influence, so they can definitely get people who might not even be into politics but are into sports to get interested into it. So I think it's a positive thing. Yeah.
If an OSU athlete voiced their opinion on politics, how do you think it would be received on campus?
I definitely think it would be a positive, but some people might have mixed reactions to it.
Personally, I think it depends on what they say. I mean, obviously everyone has different beliefs, so it kind of depends on who believes what and what their opinions are on the thing. But personally, I think it'd be good. Yeah.
LeBron James responded to Laura Ingram's remarks and said, "We will not just shut up and dribble," also adding he did not know who she was until now. With BuckeyeTV, I'm Nick Custer.
Last show, we talked about Kelsey Mitchell setting the Big Ten scoring record this weekend. Instead of earning any individual accomplishments, Ohio State won a conference championship as a team on Sunday. Here's Colin with the story.
The Ohio State women's basketball team wasn't playing here at the Schottenstein Center this weekend. Instead, they were in Indianapolis for the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. But because of what they did there, beating Maryland to win the Big Ten tournament championship, they will have one more shot at the shot. The Buckeyes traveled to Indianapolis to take part in the NCAA tournament and came out on top for the first time since 2011 after beating Rutgers on Friday, Minnesota on Saturday, and Maryland on Sunday. The Buckeyes entered Sunday's title game as the underdogs, despite being ranked the number 1 seed because they had lost to the Terrapins back in January.
So on that particular night, earlier in the year, they really gave us a beatdown, and probably the best thing that happened to us. Like Woody Hayes used to say, nothing cleanses the soul like an ass kicking. So we got cleansed that day, and sometimes you need that.
Ohio State looked anything but the underdogs on Sunday, taking the conference title game 79-69.
I am pleased to present the 2018 Big Ten Tournament Championship Trophy to the Ohio State Buckeyes.
This is what off-season's for. This is what preseason's for. And day in, day out, coming into practice, playing hard, executing offensively and defensively. And so like Kelsey said, we wanted to bring the hardware back to Columbus. And so we had to scratch, fight, and claw through it. And we did that and executed and came out with the win.
The Buckeyes were projected as a 4 or 5 seed in the NCAA tournament. But given the win, they will likely be either a 3 or 4 seed, meaning they will be hosting their first 2 rounds at the Schott.
It's a great opportunity, and I would be obviously thrilled with that and excited. We've got great fans. I know we'll get great support if we get an opportunity to play at home. So certainly, we'll be playing at home, and so I'm looking forward to that.
Only time will tell whether Ohio State will be able to make the Final Four, which is also being held in Columbus. But considering the beatdown they put on the Terrapins, anything is possible.
Up next, we get a weather update from Derek Witt and talk about the immigration exhibit, as well as the Are You OK Mental Health Awareness Day.